Hi guys, today I'm going to make another dog lead. I'm going to do the bleed knot, so I'm really just going to show you how to do the bleed knot. So I might as well make a dog lead while I'm at it. I'm going to do a strip for as long as you want your dog lead. In my case it's going to be 2 centimetres wide, that's about 3/4 of an inch wide. So just get my plough gauge onto that. That's me get my strip, just get that out of the way. The next thing I want to do is I want to chisel the ends of it, make it a pointed end. So you can get your chisel out, or you can do it with your round knife. So just to show you that, just a chisel end. I'm going to do the exact same on the other side now. Quick chisel end. Oops, that's a bit hairy that end. Piece of rubbish leather there. So again, so I've got 2 ends are chiselled. Now, I need my compasses, and I thought I'd everything ready. Okay, I have my ruler. Up this end up here, I'm going to set it 2 centimetres. Again, 2 centimetres, 3/4 of an inch. So I'll do it in inches, and I'll translate into it. So it's 3/4 of an inch, and that'll give me a dot. So I'm going to put a dot up this end. So it's just a marker in the middle I'm after. So that one. And then this is the handle end that I'm doing. So I now need, get rid of that rubbish out there, a crew punch. Now my crew punch, you can do this by cutting a slice. So this crew punch, just as a measurement, is about 7/8 of an inch. And again about 2.5 centimetres thereabouts. So from that dot that I marked, I'm going to do right in the middle here, I'm going to punch a hole, if I can get my tools. That's that one. And then my tools don't roll around. The next one is from the bottom all the way up here, 44 centimetres, which is, what's 44 centimetres? 44 centimetres is about 17 and a half, 17/3/8 of an inch, something like that. So if I just mark up here, and again I go for 17.5 inches. 44 centimetres I was doing it from, wasn't it? So let me see what 44 centimetres is. Yeah, 44 centimetres. Yeah, roughly about 17.5. So again, I'm just going to put that in there. I get my crew punch. That's my handle end. And oops, I'm throwing the tools about here, guys. The next thing, if I turn it to the other end and I do it about 3.5 centimetres up, I do it 3.5 centimetres. It's about 1 3/8 of an inch, isn't it? Yeah, 1 3/8 of an inch, 3.5 centimetres. So again, I'm going to do a dot here, just to mark it. And then get me punch. Now this one's actually going to be slightly longer. I want this hole to be about the same 3.5 centimetres long. So I'm going to just do another wee dot there, and that gives it 3.5 centimetres. So this one has to be slightly bigger for me. That's that one. And then your next one, you want about 11 centimetres. 11 centimetres. Where are you? About there. Little mark. So that's 11 centimetres for that one. I'll go back over these measurements in a minute. Then I want a 2 centimetre gap. So that gives me 2 centimetres, that tells me my next one. And then it's going to be a crew punch. Okay, let me just move all this out of the way and I'll just go back over it again for you. Right, up this end up here, this is the handle end. Right, 3/4 of an inch. I want about 3/4 of an inch from the point to the beginning of my crew punch, and I want that. The tool I'm using is a number 38. It's a Dixon's tool. Now if I measure it, that means the holes are all going to, I could just measure the holes I suppose, is about 7/8 long. So again, yeah, just about 7/8 to an inch maybe. And on the centimetre side, about 2.5 centimetres long is these holes here. So again, 2 centimetres up, that's 3/4 of an inch, and 7/8 to an inch crew punch, 2.5 centimetres. And then all the way up here, from the tip to the beginning, is 44 centimetres, so that's about 17.25 inches, thereabouts. And again, the same crew punch, which is, we decided, was, I forgot already, almost an inch, so 7/8 to an inch wide, about 2.5 centimetres. If I go up the other end, which is the end the dog clip's going to go on, from the end here up to the beginning is 3.5 centimetres. That's about 1.38 of an inch. And then from the bottom to the beginning of that one is 11 centimetres, and again it's a 38 crew punch I'm using here. The gap in the middle here is about 2 centimetres, and again that's about 3/4 of an inch of a gap. That gives us all the holes that we need to thread things through. We've got to prep the lead now. You can simply just leave it rough like this. I have a nail here, so let me find my nail. This is me in my usual organised manner. Throw things about and can never find anything I'm looking for. Right, no nail in hand. That's unusual. There's always about half a dozen nails kicking about. I've got a spare one here. It's not the one I was after. I've got my nail. Just bang that into the board. Let me just check them on the camera there. Bang that into the board there. Put it up this end even. So I put the nail up here, and that's just to hold this one. Get my edge strip, number 2 edge strip. I'm just going to edge my dog lead. So number 2 all the way along here. Oops. That's number 2. Down the back side here, same again. It's a bit hard to do around the crew punches, the whole thing starts to wobble. Okay, get rid of that rubbish. Spin this round, do the other side. Get rid of that. Down the back end again. Get rid of that. That's that done. That's the edge stripped. Not going to nail at my table. Now I want some stain. So say you don't have to colour in. It depends the finish you're after. In my case, I might as well stain it for all the time it takes. So again, just down there, get my stain out of the way. I don't normally move like this, I've just realised that jar will be in the way, so I'm just squeezing the whole thing up. Normally I would move and just leave the leather in the one place. Tip it around the bottom, job done. Take it up to the middle. Quick rubbing stick, give it a quick polish. There's that. This fat, if you look at my other videos, what it is I've got tallow fat inside a piece of denim, and that just gives me a shiny, a smooth finish, not shiny, I smooth it in, put some tallow into it, and I just got to heat it a bit. I think it's time I bought a new lighter, this one's getting a bit dry. Okay, that'll do it. So that's my tallow fat going on. Just gets rid of all these hairy bobbly bits, it just makes the whole thing smooth. There has to be a finish goes on the top of it, a sealer. Normally I use glue water, but I haven't mixed any up. My usual, I was in doing some other work and I thought I'll do a quick video, and this is the best I could come up with today, was how to do a bleed knot. I should have just done it, get all this prep, because I think you should all know, looking at my other videos, how this is done. So again, my rubbing stick, give it a quick rub up. That does that. Flip it, do the other side. So just going to stain that. Do a bit more ink on this. Let me just move that for you. Dip around the bottom, job done. So we finish with that. Quick rubbing stick. Bit of tallow fat. I think I'm getting slow in my old age. And again, back to a bit of rubbing. Okay, normally I would put glue water on the edge, but I haven't finished the glue water. I haven't made any glue water, so I can't do it. But you would have to seal your ink in or your stain in. So I'm just pulling through a piece of denim here, just to give it a bit of a shine. And this is just for quickness, flip it round, job done. Okay, the only other thing I've got to do now is at the end here the leather's a bit thick, so I'm just going to get my round knife and then just shave the edge down a bit there. Just to take the bulk out for the finished item. That's that out of the way. Round this end's the exact same. That's it, job done. Now I think at this stage I want to kind of move the camera, so just bear with me, because it's the next bit is we're going to put this together. So let me just move that camera. Okay, went to move the camera, good timing, and then discovered the batteries ran out, so I've moved everything, so it should be okay. Okay, quick recap. I've got my 3 holes in this end, don't forget this one's slightly longer. And up this end I've got my 2 holes, you can see one up here and one further up here, yeah? So this one is your handle end. So what you want to do is loop your handle through, bring it through this hole here, which was 44 centimetres down, just trying to squeeze it through. Now sometimes this is better wet, I'm not going to do it wet. Yeah, so that comes through there, and then I'll just twist it. I don't know if you can see it lying at an angle there, so I'm just going to twist it until it's straight. So say probably better if it was wet, but I'm not going to do it wet because far too lazy to do that. So I just twist it around until the whole thing's straight. And then we've got this hole back here, and what I want to do with that, let me just get that round there. Where are we? There we are. Yeah. So from the this is poking through this direction on the good side. Then bring this other end up through down there. It should go quite nice and easy. And then just pull the whole thing through. Again, you got to twist it until the entire thing's lying the angle you want it. I can't do it up near the top here so as I don't twist around the leather. If you want, you can make these holes slightly bigger. I've deliberately made them smaller because I just want the thing to look tighter. So, as I said, I've just twisted it through here, and now I'm going to pull the whole thing up. That's it. And you can mess around with them, get them a bit straighter. So that's your handle end done, and it's nice and tight down here. This little loopy bit on the back here that you've got left, you get a couple of options here. You can put a couple of little stitches through here, you can put a stud through here, 2-part rivet through here, and that just stops that flopping about a bit. So that's you there. Now for the... So up there at this end here, I want to start, make sure the flesh side, the grain side, the good side's facing upwards, and then that comes through here, leans on there, bring this loop through the first hole here. So that comes through the first hole, pull it nice and tight. So say you're always twisting it to try and get it straight, and it's probably easier, again as I keep saying, it's probably easier if you wet this. But I'm far too lazy to walk the 10 feet to the sink. So that's it there, so pull that through, so that's nice and tight through there. Now what I want is the entire thing through this big hole that I've made here. So back up this end, I get the big hole, and then I'm going to get this through here. Bring that all the way through there. And again, I'm just twisting it straight. And then lastly, I want this loop through this last hole here. So just flip it back on itself. And the other thing, this is going to actually quite easy, but if it was tight, don't forget your saddler's pliers, just get it and then just pull it through here and then just twist it straight. Oops. That could be looking a wee bit nicer. It just needs shoveled about to make it look nice. I get this big gap that I don't like here, so I could probably do with pulling the whole thing up a wee bit tighter. So just grab an end. That's it. Flatten it back there. Still get that big gap. Now again, for this dangly bit here, you could just put a stitch in, or you could rivet it. But in the meantime, that's your blood knot, bleed knot rather, not blood knot. Blood knot's a fishing thing, isn't it? So just got to push that through there a wee bit better. I don't quite like that big gap, but you can get what I'm doing. It just needs squeezed about just to make it a wee bit better looking. So that's your bleed knot at this end, and up the other end you've got your dog lead, your handle end, which again's got a bleed knot in it. And I'm going to attempt to zoom this camera out a wee bit, or at least straighten up and then walk backwards a little bit so you can see the whole thing. So that's my bleed knot dog lead. Again, as always guys, I'm hoping that helps in some manner for some people. So these ends there, probably what I would do, and I ain't got time to do it for the video, is I'll just put 2 little stitches here and then just do a little stitch. So say you could put the rivet, but I think the rivet would be quite ugly. So just a little stitch just to hold that down, stop it flapping about, and then a little stitch down this end, stop this flapping about as well. So hope that's of use to you guys. Have a good day.